James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, can be heard every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on 660 AM The Answer in Dallas-Fort Worth. Life is full of circles, cycles, phases, and stages. It's your choice to ignore them or embrace them. Motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the J.C. Cooley Foundation, James Cooley, and his guests will inspire and equip you to strive for your own greatness and overcome adversities. Listen to the James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on 660 AM The Answer in Dallas-Fort Worth.
The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, can be heard every Sunday at 9 p.m. right here on The Answer San Diego. Life is full of circles, cycles, phases, and stages. It's your choice to ignore or embrace them. Motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the J.C. Cooley Foundation, James Cooley, and his guest will inspire and equip you to strive for your own greatness and overcome adversities. Listen to The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, every Sunday at 9 p.m. right here on The Answer San Diego.
Welcome to the James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. I'm your host, Dr. James J.C. Cooley, and wow, we are having such a wonderful day. Especially, I see that made it even better. Well, we're having such a wonderful day. And guest that's supposed to be on the show today, I don't know if she's going to be able to make it. Well, we don't know yet. They're having problems up in New York.
They're having a severe thunderstorm in New York. My mom told me, and the guest is actually is in New York. Mm-hmm. So the power is down. It's affecting the internet right now. But she's trying. She is trying to get on the show. So we're just going to think
we're going to do this thing because I got the co-founder of a Radiant Christian University. She's kind of like Superman. She makes things happen. So we're going to change the title of the show today. What does success mean to you? That's what I say. We're going to. What does success mean to you? I believe success means different things to different people, and I also believe that depending on what's in your heart and what's in your mind and the direction that you want to go in to help you attain this thirst for success is a makeup of the individual that you are. But sometimes it requires others to come in your life. God plants people in your life every day. Sometimes you plant people in for a season. Sometimes you send someone across the street for a reason. But most of the time, when God is in control and he has his purpose for you, he's going to lead you to success. with that being said, Dr. Cooley, how are you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing great, doing great. And as I said before, our guest, she is trying hard to get on the show today. But until then, we're going to talk about what Dr. Cooley, James Cooley mentioned. What does success mean to you? So there's different areas of success, your core values and beliefs, career and achievement, relationships and social life, well-being and balance, and personal growth and fulfillment, and perspective and change. Success means different things to different people. So, hey, audience, whatever platform you're watching this show on, whether it's YouTube, E360 TV, LinkedIn, Facebook, come join in the conversation. Send questions, write your comments. We're here to answer them all. So we're really excited about the show today. What does success mean to you?
How you doing, Dr. Tia? How are you doing today?
I am doing good. I am excited to be here. I did not know about the weather going on, so my prayers for those that are going through that, because, first off, that can be a challenge. And y'all, it's hot. And I don't know how hot it is there, but I can only imagine if your electricity's been affected, your Wi-Fi's been affected, and it just throws things out of sync. So I do wish them well as they try to navigate through those challenging weathers.
Oh, yeah, we wish them well as well, Dr. T. So, Dr. T, since I got you on first, what does success mean to you?
Listen, so when you said that, I'm like, that first off, great question. Great question. But when I think about success, and it means it's not just like one thing for me. I think being clear on what it is that you want. I think about being in alignment. I think about accepting the challenges that come, because here's what happens. When you're clear on what you want and you start moving in those directions, you have challenges, and how you navigate those challenges. And I think sometimes success doesn't always have to be something major. I'm a firm believer in accepting and celebrating even some of the smallest things as far as success. It's funny, as parents, and you have kids and you watch them grow up, you get excited and throw a party when they start to walk, when they start to use the bathroom. You celebrate those small successes because you want to encourage them. But when we become adults, we kind of lose that sense of celebrating the smaller successes and things that happen. Because what happens is when you celebrate your smaller successes, it's easier to celebrate the bigger successes, because sometimes when you get bogged down with stuff, you don't realize how much you have accomplished and done. So for me, it's really about clarity, being in alignment, and continue to navigate through those challenges, because as you go through your journey and that clarity, you're going to have issues and you're going to have problems, but how you handle those things and celebrating the wins along the way, I think is important.
I like what Nicole just commented on. She says, success to me means living with purpose, impacting others positively, and staying true to one of my values while reaching my personal and financial goals. I
like that.
I think that is so important, because
she must be a Viridian Christian University alumni, because that's kind of how we roll.
and she just came up and let you know that she is. But those words are so true.
Yeah.
Because I believe in order for us to be successful, we have to have personal goals, and we have to have values that are consistent to the way we want to live, and not just living for everybody else.
Absolutely.
I believe that there's certain core values that we have to live by. Yeah. And a lot of people probably don't understand core values. Military, it becomes simple for us because these are the core values that we have to abide by. according to military standard. But in life, there are core values that I believe we all must adopt, live by those things, and believe in those core values like love, compassion, helping others, always caring. I mean, just having a caring heart. Even when successes hit us, not get too caught up in the successes that we are experiencing right now, because those are only short-term successes, when we can have many, many other successes just by living by our core values. Michelle, what are your thoughts on that?
I think that's I like what you said, James.
Mhm.
You definitely have to have a value system to align with what your opinion of what being successful is. And it's interesting because you can grow up in a family and they have, they teach you their values and their beliefs, but then you grow up, and not to say they did it wrong, but you as an adult may see things a little bit different. So I'll give you a perfect example. Let's say you grow up in a family and their focus is on money, 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 money.
Mm-hmm.
That's success. That's success. Be a doctor, be a lawyer, blah, blah, blah. But as you grow up and become an adult, those are amazing professions. But for maybe what your family taught you about status and, money and finances, it's not how you see it now. That's not your idea of being successful. So not to say your values or beliefs can change,
Mm-hmm.
but your perspective and how you see it and how you feel inside.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense of what truly success is? For me, success means to me being happy and making a difference in somebody's life and doing for others.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make, money is nice for certain things, but it doesn't bring happiness. That is not success to me.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to hold that thought, because we got to take a station break.
Okay.
But I want to hear Dr. T speak on that as well. And the audience out there, we would love to hear your comments. We'd love to hear your take on this. And so I'll tell you what, we're going to take a station break. And if you want to be part of this conversation, just go to the comments, ask any question that you might have. I promise you we'll get you an answer. It's your life, and we'll see you shortly after the break.
At Viridian Christian University, we believe education is more than just a degree. It's a pathway to a purpose-driven life. Whether you're advancing your career, pursuing a passion, or building a new future, VCU's 100% online programs give you the flexibility to learn on your terms, anywhere, anytime. With expert faculty, personalized mentorship, and a faith-centered approach, you'll gain the skills, knowledge, and leadership you need to make a lasting impact. VCU offers bachelor's, master's, and doctorate degrees, each designed to empower you for success in today's fast-changing world. Join a global community of believers, learners, and leaders. Ready to start your journey? Viridian Christian University, transforming lives, empowering futures. Visit us at ViridianChristianUniversity.com. That's ViridianChristianUniversity.com.
Guess what's happened to the freshmen and the sophomores? You got guys are going to grow up and be the seniors? You guys are going to run your school? So, this is the Warriors, right? This is the Warriors, right? The Warriors! If you tell yourself you're going to do something, you got to do it. So you commit, and that last, create, collaborate, commit with what? Commit with what? We commit with confidence. Confidence is you know that you can do it regardless of what anybody tells you that you cannot do. You know deep inside you can do anything you set your mind to. So the 4 C's is create, collaborate, commit with confidence. Everybody say it with me. Create, collaborate, commit with what? Thank you. Let's go ahead and see another round of applause.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michelle Cooley. Heart disease research saves lives. It's that simple. Thanks to medical advancements funded by the American Heart Association, more women are surviving heart attacks, strokes, and other cardiovascular diseases than ever before. But there's still so much work to do.
Hi, I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley, and I'm raising funds to support life-saving research because every heartbeat is worth fighting for. In honor of Women's History Month, please join me in support of the American Heart Association and women's health. Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and what we're talking about right now is what does success mean to you? I showed a quick clip of one of my tours when I was just speaking to the freshmen and the sophomores, and there were like 3,000 of them in the auditorium, and we do that all the time. Getting ready to start doing that real soon, Dr. T. But one of the things that we talk to them about is success begins now. Success begins now. You don't have to be 30, 40, 50, 70, 80 looking for success. You want it to start immediately because there's certain core values that need to be instilled in you, not just by your mom and your dad and others, but by you as you grow up and develop these skills. So that's what I meant by core values. That's what I meant by what you had said something a few minutes ago. And Dr. Nicole caught on to about victories. Was it large victories, small victories? We grow victoriously every day. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, and you know, the thing, and I really appreciate what it is that you said. You don't wake up successful. You know, successful isn't just defined by money. And I really appreciate when Dr. Michelle was talking about your values and how they can change as you get older, or even change and they can look different from your family. And the first thing I want to say about that is that's okay. You don't have to have the exact same values and things as your family may have, but success is about growth. It's about figuring out what really, as you mentioned, Dr. James, what matters to you, what type of person you want to be, what type of life you want to lead. And then once you figure that piece out and start like, okay, you know, this is what I want, this is what I prefer and how I want to live my life, start doing the work and being in alignment in order to achieve those goals. A perfect example is, you know, if your goal is to be a track star, not that you can't go play football, but you spending all your time practicing and playing, you know, football doesn't get you ready for track. You know, you have to be in alignment for what it is. And of course, I know, don't come for me. I know there's multi-sports people and all that type of stuff. But really, the more of the point that I'm trying to make is once you figure out where you want to go, what it is that you want to do, and you start working on those things in order to get you there. It could be discipline. It can be it could be discipline. It could be your habits. It could be many different things in order for you to build on one another in order to get there. And again, achieving success is not something that happens overnight, and it's not always the easy road, because if it was easy, there would be like 50 zillion million people that are successful. What it really boils down to is what matters to you, what your values are, and what are you doing to feed those things in order to grow as a person. And then that success is those growths and those learning from hindsight's better than foresight, learning from those challenges and things that you have, because we all believe that once you learn more, that you do more, and that you understand and you can make more informed decisions. So for me, it's really about being in alignment, figuring out what it is that you want, and then growing to those different stages.
Wow. And it's also about not seeking validation, external validation from others. You know, every person knows what success means to them. They feel it. There's nothing wrong with recommending, hey, I think you'll be a great, IT person. You'll be great in this role. And that's beautiful. That's I'm glad you see that in me. And I'm glad you think that would help me be more successful. But maybe that's not my purpose. That is not my purpose, to be in that role. I appreciate it. Thank you. But success is not about seeking other people's validation for whatever career or whatever achievement you have. I feel like I'm a successful friend if one of my friends told me, you've been a really important part of my life, Michelle, and I really appreciate our friendship. That means I'm successful in that area. I'm a successful friend.
Yeah.
That outweighs anything that anyone can say to me. I'm a successful daughter. I'm there for my mom. I'm a successful sister. So that I'm a successful wife. That just makes me feel good. So it's about, thanking, but what are you seeking for outside validation to make you feel being successful? That's just the questions I would have.
Yeah.
And you are a successful wife.
I agree. I agree. She is.
Oh, very, very successful. But a couple of things that Michelle brought up on that point. A lot of people do seek validation, and there's nothing wrong with it. A lot of people like to be recognized. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with recognizing somebody and building them up, because honestly, recognizing them and building them up, so that they can continue to grow, and they can continue to understand that we have to always uplift the people that we're working with, and the people that we are working for. In my companies, I like to think that I'm always working for my employees. They don't work for me, I work for them. But we achieve our goal because they know that I got them.
Yeah.
That I got them. And so that's, to me, that's successful. And your employees understanding that you got them regardless of what the situation or circumstances. It can be an embarrassing situation. They come and they trust you. Like, well, I want to admit that I did something wrong today, and I know I'm probably gonna get in trouble. Let's talk about it. Then they talk. Oh, well, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? Have you?
Yeah.
They didn't get cussed out or beaten out.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Absolutely.
And a lot of times it doesn't require that. It doesn't require that. It's we all make mistakes. So,
yeah, I firmly agree. That's the wise leader. What you describe is the wise leader, and being comfortable in who they are as a leader, and understanding people and understanding their team and things like that, you understand that success, especially when you're a leader in a company or organization or for yourself, it takes a team. You know, Jesus had 12 disciples, I think. You know what I'm saying? It really takes it, and he was perfect, but he had a team. So again, it for you to say that, and I'm like, yeah, I definitely agree with that. It's important to understand that.
It's so important for that to be said. And leadership, all my life, I mean, I believe I was groomed from every stage of my life to be a leader. And I have, in order to be a great leader, you have to have worked for some bad leaders.
Yeah,
that
and
might not
having
be,
let me raise two hands on that. Yeah.
you have to have work for some bad leaders or not so understanding leaders that the mission is go, 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 go. I don't care how it get done. Boom, boom, boom. Work them as hard as you can. Just get it done. So, and if you're that type of leader, I learned a long time ago that you always have two bags on your side as you're growing up. You have a bag on your right hand side and have a bag on your left hand side. As you go through life learning, you see some people out there doing great things, leaders. You're like, wow, I like what they did. So you grab some of that stuff and put it in your right bag. And then, as you continue to grow, you see people doing bad things out there. You grab some of that, put it in the left bag. And throughout life, throughout your career, you grab the good stuff and you grab some bad stuff, because one day you're going to be in that leadership position where you have to make decisions, right? And depending on what the goal of the organization or whatever that is, in your type of leadership, you should have already developed some type of form of leadership. Case in point, President Obama. I worked in 2 White House administration. President Obama would always ask the people to come in and brief him, boom, 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 boom. But he was the last one to speak because he gathered everything in. And he made a rational decision based on what others had said. It might not be the right. Bottom line, when he made a decision, he made the decision. And so he found himself looking in that good bag and that bag, putting all these things together and making a decision that's going to be the betterment of everybody. And I think that's what great leadership is all about. What are your thoughts on that, Dr. T?
Yeah, I absolutely have to agree with you, because sometimes you also find yourself sometimes I've had experiences with leaders, and actually I literally just wrote I was featured in a magazine, and the experiences that I talked about was the leadership being jealous of your ability in what you could do, because they couldn't do the same thing that you could do at the level that you can do it. Like I said, I literally just did the Brilliant Awakening magazine, my feature article in there, but really it's about even when you have those challenging times, even when you're not in the best of situations, just like you said, those are always opportunities to learn, to reflect, know what you don't want to do. That's actually from my experiences with those leaders that were, whether they were intimidated, whether they just didn't have the same swag I had. One of the things is I created the Rise and Line Leadership Academy, and it was to help create more of those leaders that we're talking about, simply because, there's enough things going on in the world. We all know that. And when you walk into your place of employment, or when you interact with people, bringing unnecessary chaos makes it just all the much harder. So if we had, just imagine what the world would be like if we had more or a higher number of better leaders that was really honestly dealing with themselves, dealing with their issues. I'm not saying by any means that I will have always been a perfect leader, but what I have come to figure out and to truly understand is about my values. It's about being able to say, like you said, I was wrong, being willing to come together as a team. In other words, having those Christ-like qualities that we Christians talk about and that we're trying to emulate. When you bring those skills and those sets to the table in who you are, it makes you the leader. Christian Leadership in Business, one of the programs that Meridian Christian University offers.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
Take a break. But
Yeah.
we're going to come back and we're going to talk
Absolutely.
about what makes a successful leader.
Okay. Love that.
What qualities do that person must have in order to gain the respect from the people that they work for and the people that work for them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I love it.
this is going to be good when we get back. If you want to be part of this great conversation, all you have to do, just go to the platform that you're watching us on. That's any comments that you might have. I promise you, we'll get you an answer. It ain't nothing but a party, y'all. So that's where we're going.
The future is here.
Now is the time to pursue the greatness in you. Welcome to Meridian Christian University, where faith meets future. We are a fully accredited, 100% online Christian university. We offer bachelor's degree, master's and doctorate degree programs, built for students like you. Affordable tuitions, 30+ degree programs, 100% online and flexible. Integrating faith with learning. Study from anywhere at your pace. At VCU, we do not just prepare you for a degree. We prepare you for purpose. Discover who you are. Grow in faith. And build a future that impacts the world.
Are you ready to start your journey today?
Visit www.viridianchristianuniversity.com.
Apply today and be among the global leaders.
Welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life. I mean, every time I see that in Zanzibar.
Oh my God, I love it. That's like one of my favorite commercials. I love it.
Wow, that guy did that at least 5 times. I mean, so it was fun each one of those times. You know, I gotta say, Dr. Nicole is on fire.
Yeah.
Look what you just said. Core values are your inner compass, guiding your decisions, shaping your character, and keeping you grounded no matter what life throws your way. Dr. Nicole, I love that because that's how life is. Life is going to throw things your way at the unexpectedly. And we have to be prepared for the challenge, especially as leaders, because a lot of people are going to believe in us. And Dr. T, you mentioned something about, walking in the room, swagger, too. And you know what? Sometimes when you present confidence, courage, hope, belief, and faith, I call those birthright. We're going to talk about those later. But
Yeah.
you can walk in a room, don't nobody know who you are. I mean, they just feel like somebody just walked in this room that I need to know. That's because the commitment to excellency, the commitment to uplifting others, the Holy Spirit is guiding you.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
prior to me,
Yeah.
prior
It's
to,
like, amen. You're having church. Yeah,
prior
absolutely.
to me getting all last segment, I was saying, what is some great qualities that great leaders must have? And I want to say, first of all, in order to be a leader, you have to be a follower. That's so important. And as I mentioned a while back, you're going to fall down, but you got to get up. And when you're running a company, when you are running an organization or they're depending on you, I believe a great leader must have these 3 qualities. They have to be a great listener. They have to, I call it the CCU. And I'm just going to break it down to you.
Okay.
ECU. And CCU is the first C is you have people that are not getting along, not doing this, not doing that. They want to have an open door policy where they can come in and talk to you. And they just want to come in your office and share what's on your mind. And so you bring them in and you listen to them. They might not even want an answer from you, but they just want you to listen. So the first type of leader, and this is a combination of all 3, have to be a chaplain. You have to be a chaplain. You just sit back and listen and, and say, okay, yeah. They get up and walk out feeling 100% better. And you ain't did nothing. But they trust you that you can listen. The second C, you have someone come in your office. Oh, this bad, everything bad. They did that, all this. You're like, oh, well, have you ever thought about doing it like this? Because most of the time, if you're a leader, you already went through the process as an engineer, whatever, all that. So you see the problem when they don't even see it. But you can't just go over there and fix the problem. I mean, you don't want to without being a teacher. So the second C is coaching. You have to be able to coach, get and find out what's going to help build that person up without just giving him the answer. Oh, you idiot. Can't you see? No. You educate them, you teach them, say, hey, thought about this, you thought about that, and they gain a confidence in you. So let me help you out with this. Then you go and you show them. That's coaching. They will always come back to you for more coaching. Now you have became a mentor. The boss of a mentor. And a lot of times from a leadership perspective, Dr. Ted, you have people that come in your office screaming, shouting, everybody wrong, this is just to boom. You have to sometimes sit back and out. That's the umpire. You got to call balls and strikes. You have to call balls and strikes, so you have to be honest. Like, hey, that was a strike, and you almost out. You got one ball left. But this is what we need to do. I think we need to refocus. We need to probably get you some help on how to do this. Maybe we didn't teach you the right way, but we're going to get you help. So a leader has got to be honest. Got to have integrity. Got to be able to listen. Got to be able to instill and inspire. All of those things, and have to be approachable. So those are some of the things I think a great leader must have. What are your thoughts, Dr.?
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you. I didn't think about it as a chat, but you're really right. I think that when you use the word chaplain, the thing, when you said that, I'm like, you know what, that really resonated with me using that word chaplain, because a lot of times people want to be heard. They just want to be heard. They just need someone to give them all of their attention and just listen, want to be heard. So I think when you said chaplain, I'm like, you know what, that's actually the perfect word for a great leader, is that they are a chaplain, because, you know, people do, they want to be heard. And then I really like, you know, you have to be a coach. And when you said, because you have to know how to build that person, you know, like you said, we don't want to go in and to always fix it. I don't know, that one of my favorite things is, what teachable moment can we get from this? And so when you said being a coach, that's exactly what being a coach is showing how can we, or helping a person build from where they are to where it is they want to go. But on the other side of that I also think, and being a great coach, is sometimes you're not going to have the answer. And you have to be okay with not having the answer. And whomever you're communicating with has to be like, oh, she really is just human. And she doesn't have the answer to everything, because, again, we're all human. We don't have the answers to everything. But being able to be comfortable enough in yourself and your ability, like, you know what, I don't have the answer to that, but let's see how we can come to a solution or a process together. I think that also is a big thing, because, you know, people, and that was something else that I've encountered, you know, with some leaders in the past. It's like, I know they didn't know the answer. I knew for sure that they didn't know the answer, but the question needed to be asked in order to find a solution that was best for the organization. And they refused to say that they didn't know, as opposed, we spent more time on going down these rabbit holes, as opposed to like, look, I don't know, let's see how we can work on this together in order to get a solution. So being able to recognize, again, what your limitations are, and being comfortable in saying, listen, you know, I don't know, but let's work on it together. Because sometimes you may wind up being the student or the person that needs to be coached, whatever position that you may be in.
Wow. You know, I'm going to be honest with you right now. I did not know how this was going to go, because I was locked in on the guest that was supposed.
Yeah.
But God planned. This is a show that was supposed to be ran today.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm feeling it. This is what we were supposed to do, and bringing you on. You popped up. I knew. I said, okay, we got this. We got this right here. You know, so we're going to take a station break, but we're going to come back, and I tell you, Dr. Nicole, keep them coming. Keep them coming. I see them. And anybody else out there that want to be part of this great conversation, all you have to do is go to the comments, ask any questions that you might have. I promise you, Dr. T and I will get you an answer. It's your life. And we'll see you shortly after the break.
Dr. James!
We have arrived at Prison House. And I'll tell you what, it's beautiful out here. The water is so clear. The beach. I am excited. I will keep you informed. This is wonderful. Zanzibar. Yeah, get over here, Randy.
I see why people say you haven't traveled until you've been to Zanzibar. I get it, man. I totally understand. Everybody has to play.
That's right. Listen up. It's Dr. James J.C. Cooley. Yeah. It's the James Cooley Show. It's your life. Hey.
Noah Dingley here, producer of The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. And the new audio version of James' book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet, is a must-have. James shares his true life story of struggle and success in America. It's both a cautionary tale and a roadmap to achieving the American dream. Get the new audio version of Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet by James Cooley on Amazon.com or wherever audiobooks are sold.
Welcome to Viridian Christian University, where faith and learning come together to transform lives. At VCU, we believe that education is more than just academics. It's about fostering a community of growth, integrity, and purpose. Whether you're pursuing a bachelor's, master's, or doctorate, VCU offers flexible, affordable, and 100% online degree programs that cater to your busy life. Our innovative platform provides a personalized learning experience, empowering you to thrive in today's ever-evolving world. Join a global community of learners guided by an experienced faculty who are committed to your success. With VCU, you're not just earning a degree, you're preparing for a future that integrates faith, leadership, and service. Viridian Christian University, educating with purpose, transforming lives. Learn more at ViridianChristianUniversity.com. ViridianChristianUniversity.com.
Dr. James J.C. Cooley. The James Cooley Show. It's your life.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I am thoroughly enjoying this conversation. I mean, it's amazing how God just come around when you're like, okay, what am I going to do, God? What am I going to do? Dr. T is here. Wow, a genie. And Michelle went and wrote the segment in less than a minute. Less than a minute. I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Less than a minute, the whole show. And then we got the fantastic Dr. Nicole Lucky. Wow. Her questions, her comments are so outstanding. And just led into the show. We're going to have to get her on the show one of these days. We're going to have to get on the show one of these days.
Yeah, matter of fact, it's, I absolutely love Dr. Nicole Lucky. She's actually, I had a meeting earlier today, and she was one of the folks that was in, she's going to be doing, she's part of a new committee that we created at VCU to be a part of something that we have coming that we want to roll out in May of next year. And I selected her. It was like when I was thinking of the project and I selected her, I'm like, you know what, let me reach out to her and see. It's just really something special and unique about her. I just enjoy her as a person. We're very honored and privileged that she's part of our VCU family, and the things that she does and all of this great stuff. I look forward to being able to spend more time. She actually lives in the Dallas, Arlington area. And so we're going to be getting together and doing some other things, just, getting to know more of each other and supporting each other. But yeah, you're right. I'm absolutely loving her comments.
I'm loving her comments, and she's always here. She's always on the show. Ever since she became part of our universe. So I want to thank you, Dr. Nicole. Dr. T, now we got to, that you got to say something about Reading Christian University. This is the commercial time. What you got there? What you got?
So listen, I absolutely love talking about Meridian Christian University because I think that we are just a unique, beautiful family. We are an accredited online higher institution, but we family. We are families. We have had 77 people to graduate within the last year. And I just have an extended family. So Meridian Christian University is 100% online accredited university. We offer over 36 different degree programs, accredited degree programs, ranging from bachelor's to doctorate degrees. And we recently launched, we have 2 short courses that if you're interested in life and business coaching or Christian counseling, we offer those 2 short-term courses on our website as well. The beautiful thing about those short-term courses, there is a section that's called the bonus section, and they provide templates if you want to be in that business. So those of you that may have an interest in becoming a certified business coach, you can go online to our website, look at courses, and when you go through the process, at the very end of the process, there is an opportunity for you to access templates, the intake form, how to do the pricing, all of those great, wonderful things it's there. We also have, there's so many things that's happening with Meridian Christian University. We have set our next graduation dates for 2026. It will be May 23rd. I'm getting mixed up with Zanzibar. May 23rd in Dallas, Texas, and then October the 18th in the beautiful Zanzibar. I will be there in a few days. I'm looking forward to being there myself and soaking in the sights and all of those wonderful things. But more than that, being a part of Meridian Christian University is a family. It truly is a family. We support one another. We show up for one another, whether it's all the way from the chancellor to the co-founders to the alumni. We are consistently always there for each other. We do things here within the U.S. We do them internationally. It's an online accredited university, and so we really mean global. We really mean global, and we have very active board members. They are always part in what it is that we do, and we truly believe that Christian values based on the Bible, not personal beliefs. And not that personal belief stuff over here, based on the Bible and what's been outlined, that can enhance and improve people's lives. And that's what we really want to do, is be able to be a part of enhancing and improving people's lives.
And that's what we're doing. And you mentioned Zanzibar. I was just there a week and a half or 2 weeks ago. I cannot wait. And I hope that the graduates that's going to be next year, even in May, decide to go over there with us in October. It is fantastic. Africa is beautiful. Our graduates are beautiful. And we are truly a team. And that's what it's all about. Any departing words, Dr. T? Because we only got 1 minute left.
Okay. The one thing that I would say is truly for success, it's really about knowing your values and being in alignment and realizing that your success will take you through different journeys. it will be valleys and it will be hills, but the thing is to keep going and making sure that you stand in alignment with what really truly matters in your heart.
I'd like to thank you. Always, I mean, you always step in and say today.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank Dr. Nicole for stepping in. I really enjoyed your questions and all the things that you're doing. I'd like to thank Dr. Michelle Cooley for putting together another outstanding show. I'd like to thank the young lady that did not show up today, but we will get her rescheduled. I promise you we will. Most importantly, I'd like to thank our viewers and our listeners for tuning into the James Cooley Show. It's your life, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, every Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time out of California, KCBQ The Answer, and also 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on Sunday, KCBQ The Answer out of Dallas, Fort Worth. Always dream big, think big, and be big. And remember, we're on 84 other platforms, so all you got to do is look up the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and you'll see the rest of the platform. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. It's your life.
Doctor.